obviously, disappointing result again, Lois. What did you make of the performance?
I think, there were loads of effort in areas, but we just weren't clinical enough again. It's just frustrating, to be honest. I'll obviously look forward to reviewing it, picking it apart. I do think, we were a lot better in areas and we turned up better, but it's just that final piece of the puzzle, and we're just not quite getting it right. So it's just frustrating, to be honest.
Are they getting a bit of a hoodoo over you? Do you think? Do you think the girls are starting to think, well, we can't beat them?
No, I don't. I just think because obviously, I think you look at the points that Saints scored. I think we're his own worst enemies at times. I think that they're points that you don't need to concede. I think that just that element of it clicking in attack, we just need to get there, and we just need to make sure we keep learning and we keep getting it better towards the back end of the season, because like I say, it's just frustrating. I don't think it's as much about Saints. I think it's when you get a bigger game and opportunities don't obviously present as much as they do in some of the less competitive games. They're just not taking them, and you can't do that. We've got to be better. So yeah, I don't think it's as much about Saints, but it's more about us finding our form and attacking strike.
There were a few sort of big moments. I think Evie went close a couple of times, didn't she, before she scored? I think it was Sophie.
Robbo, yeah. Yeah, and that's what I mean. It's frustrating because you're in and around the mix. So Evie made a break down the right hand side, and then Robbo coming back up on the left in the other half, and Ruby making some great meters down the middle. There's so many opportunities, and that's what's frustrating. Is I think we've just got to be a little bit smarter, and we cause teams real problems, but we're just not picking them opportunities at the moment, and that's something we've just got to keep working on and keep chipping away at.
Yeah. Is Ruby okay? Because she looked like she got knocked to her shoulder in the first half. Obviously played on.
Yeah, she just I think she's just got a bit of a stinger. She just jarred it. So yeah, there was nothing to worry about too much from the physio point of view. But I've not had a medical update yet.
Thanks.
Is it impossible or hard to recreate the in-game intensity in training when you are coming off games which aren't?
Well, we've had the 19s up for a couple of sessions over the last sort of 2 or 3 weeks, and it is difficult because you go into another game where you're just scoring points off a break down by the middle of the ruck, and where we're struggling is to be a bit more clinical in key areas of the field. So we've worked really closely with the under-19s academy, who are a great side and have put some pressure on us in training, and we've started to look a little bit better at that. So that's probably a process we need to keep on with. But yeah, just like I say, frustrating in terms of you kind of have this big game and you kind of want to get back to it, because you can tell there were some tired bodies out there on both teams. Like when it's at them parts where you've got to keep turning over, it's that energy battle. They're tough, and if you don't have that next week and the week after that, then you kind of come back into it, and you've got to be focused and good to go again. So it plays a part, but it's just frustrating that's the bits that we're struggling with, and you don't always get an opportunity to do that in successive games.
You can't sort of play a scoring breakaway try. Don't take a voluntary tackle.
But that's the hard thing though, as coaches, because it's kind of then like your training don't always link to the next game, based on what sort of run of games you've got. So yeah, it's a difficult one to balance and to manage, and even more so for the players. But yeah, it's same for everyone in the competition. So
you've got your plans sorted for when you're not at the games. Obviously, you've been through this before.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Elephant in the room. You mean my maternity cover?
On holiday,
yeah, well, actually the girls are all going on holiday around the time that I'm due. So, yeah, as it stands at the moment, I'm not naive that anything can happen. But I'll be in and around up until the Wigan game, and then I'll be giving birth in and around 17th of August is my due date. So, the club are great, and we've got a great staffing network who will just make sure that things keep ticking over. I'm a small piece of the puzzle, and everything will be fine whilst I'm gone.